Hi, you're listening to What's New Today, a kids and family podcast about current events shaping our world. This is your host Sangeeta from India, and in this episode, I'm joined by three very cheerful faces.
Hello, I am Swayan Shetty. I am in 4th standard. I live in Mumbai.
Hello everyone, my name is Adya Singh. I study in class 8 and I study in Army Public School, Aknoor in Jammu.
I am Dhruv. I am 9 years old. I go to Lakshmipat Singhani Academy and I live in Kolkata.
Welcome, Smyan, Adya, and Dhruv. It's wonderful to have all of you back on this podcast channel. The regular listeners of What's New Today will know that we take one news story in every episode and we chat about it. And before I do the podcast recording, I share details of that news story with the children and they do their own research and reading about the news story. But today's episode is different. It's modeled on the 20 questions game. None of them knows anything about what the news story is. Instead, I'm going to give them the first two lines of the news story. It's a real life news story. They need to decipher what the news story is. And to decipher that, they can ask me questions and they can ask me unlimited number of questions. So are you all ready for it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. So here are the first two lines of today's news story. In the state of Ohio in the United States, school students in one district have had very high absenteeism. So the district government has announced a new policy that would help improve the attendance rate in schools. So let me leave you all with these two lines. Do you want me to repeat it?
No, it's fine.
Okay, so you can start asking me your questions and let's see if we can find out what the news story is.
Were the students absent because they had some sickness?
It could be possible.
So we don't know.
No, we don't know the
Why?
exact reason.
So we don't know why they were absent.
Yeah, we don't know why they were absent.
Okay. So we need to figure out why the government's policy.
Yes.
Some kind of reward system, like if you have good enough attendance, you get like a prize.
You're very close.
Is it like something they've tailored to the interests of the kids? Like if they're interested, like the higher the attendance, the more they get to go for their interest.
That's a brilliant idea, but unfortunately, that is not the government's policy.
Did the government ask for every school to have like a special hobby period?
Very nice. No, unfortunately, no.
Oh, I got an idea. What if there's like for students who have better attendance, they have more option in the lunch menu in the cafeteria or something?
It's a wonderful idea, but I don't think they.
I'm only suggesting this because I'm hungry and I didn't have dinner yet.
Oops. Do you want to take a break now?
No, it's fine.
It's fine. Okay.
No, it's
But
fine.
Did the government tell every school that the more number of attendance given by each student, the more chances they will have to go to field trips?
Field trips? How lovely. No, unfortunately, no hobby period, no field trips, no tailored interests, no French fries and burgers and interesting options in the food menu. No, sorry.
Okay, is the reward something like if you have better attendance, you get to do reduced work at school or no classwork?
No classwork also. So what will they do coming to school?
In that way, everyone would go to school.
Basically converts the entire school day into like a hobby period or like
Yeah.
hour or a sports hour. That's your idea roughly. Unfortunately, no. But I have to give all of you a hint. The real policy or the real reward system is a little bit more boring.
I got an idea. What if better attendance means that you get like more videos to watch, like more educational videos to watch in class?
If there are more videos rather than having a teacher, that's more interesting.
No. I mean like there is teacher, but then instead of more boring like learning from the booklet, we also get to watch like more videos on the smart board.
You also preferred when the 2 years of COVID happened.
Yeah, I preferred that.
You did?
Yeah, that was good.
What about Adya and Smyan?
Those 2 years were my years of horror.
We were still
Yeah.
having online classes for a week because like it was high alert because of the Ram Lalla celebration.
Oh, because you're in Jammu.
Yeah.
Are you all now back in school now?
Yeah.
Yeah. It started
And
from this Monday.
I can't exactly say that I'm pleased about it.
So the COVID years, I don't know what happened to the attendance in that school, but if those children were like Dhruv, then maybe the reward system is you can do everything online. No, unfortunately, that is not the news story.
Okay.
Will
So
they
what
Okay.
if like the government's reward was the higher the attendance, the more it will affect in your report card, like the higher grade you'll get.
Very good idea. That's a very sensible idea. I think there should be some amount of weightage for attendance. It's a great idea, but no, unfortunately, no.
Wait, I just had a great idea, but I just forgot it.
All right, we'll give you a moment to think. We'll maintain
Okay, I
silence.
need to think. No, it's fine. You can keep talking. I'm just thinking. Wait, what did I just think?
Thank you for your permission.
will they get any books?
Oh, yeah.
Any special books?
No,
Like
Smyan.
I have an idea. No,
Hmm.
I actually have a question.
Hmm.
Is like one end of the reward, like, does it actually depend on higher attendance?
Yes, certainly. The
Okay.
reward is linked only to higher attendance.
Okay, that was important.
will they get like any smartphones or anything?
It's supposed to be boring, so
Yeah, smartphones will not be a boring thing, right? Okay, I'll give you a hint, okay? The reward does not only go to the child, okay? It also kind of goes into the parent's pocket.
It's a cash
Yes.
reward?
Yes.
oh,
Well, that's not exactly boring, but it's not exactly interesting either.
I thought that would be like higher, like if you have excellent attendance, like 10 minutes less school,
Minutes less school.
like 10 minutes reduced school.
Yeah, brilliant. I loved all your ideas. Unfortunately, the government has thought of a financial reward or a cash reward.
That's boring.
Will the school not go bankrupt?
That's a great point. But anyway, since we've reached this point, let me just explain what the news story is. So here's the news story. The state of Ohio, which is one of the states in the United States, in that state, there is one district where the public schools have seen very low attendance. So they've decided that they want to try an experiment. They are going to pay every child $50 a month. They maintain more than a 90% attendance.
If that is how it actually happened, I would have 600 rupees by now.
$600. Yeah, that's
Yeah, I
right.
would have $600 by now.
Yes. On top of it, if they have a high GPA is like your score or your marks. If they, I think, have above a GPA of 3, so these GPAs are usually out of a total of 4 or 5 or something like that. So if you maintain a GPA above 3, they get an additional $250. If they maintain a GPA above 3.5, they'll get an extra $500.
Now they're definitely going bankrupt. They're
Yeah, they're
definitely
gonna go
going
bankrupt.
bankrupt.
Lucky
Plus, it's
them.
not that wise because you're making children study for greed only. So it's not that
Yeah.
nice.
You don't like the idea. What do you
But
think?
lucky
Sneha?
them. Lucky
Yeah.
them. I don't actually like it because as Adya said, you're supposed to do it. It is not like a reward you're supposed to get.
You're not supposed to be rewarded for what is your responsibility, your duty
Yeah.
anyway. That's your.
Because ma'am, we're already being rewarded with intelligence. That's what they're trying to say.
Ooh, words of wisdom.
In that way, everyone would just come to school for money, not for knowledge.
And the day it stopped, then the attendance would go back to normal.
By normal, you mean below normal, yeah.
Dhruv, what is your final verdict?
I
Since you
think
were so
it's good.
excited about getting rich.
I think it's a good idea. If they make it like much less, like $1 or something, then that would be better. Like if they reduce the amount of price, that would be better.
Yeah, that would make sense because it would be like
Yeah.
they're earning something with their hard work.
Like something better than getting money monthly is like just getting some medals or trophies or something like that.
Oh, so they can invite children who maintain a very high attendance percent at the end of every month and then award them a medal in front of the whole school. So everybody recognizes and applauds that effort. So you think
Yeah,
a child will feel good about it and just come and maintain good attendance just because their peers will appreciate them. That's Mian's idea.
yeah,
That actually makes a whole lot more sense.
Or they could give a bit more practical reward, like going to school like later, more practical reward.
It's a brilliant idea. Yes, all those kids who maintain excellent attendance, you can wake up half an hour later and come to school on at least 5 days in that month. That's Dhruv's
Yeah.
idea. Wonderful.
Having that high of a reward is kind of like shocking. I don't know, it's not really wise. Like Smyan said, it would be felicitating them, and that's actually a good reward as the child feels good, and the other children will also be motivated. If a person is interested in music, then that school could provide something to help to
Yeah.
build that interest. And if its interest is in art, then we could do some stationery or something like that.
But I think that it would be like a bit too much effort for the school because every student has like a different interest.
Yeah, well, it's better than giving them $250 straight.
Pretty correct.
It's been a brilliant discussion. I've loved hearing all of your views, and personally, I'm very relieved that y'all think that this kind of a large financial reward is really not the right way to incentivize children to turn up to school. Here comes our favorite quiz time. Question 1. What kind of reward are the children going to get if they turn up to school?
$50 monthly.
Which state in the United States is considering this policy?
The state's name is Ohio.
The third and the final question, what was the general consensus? Did we all think that financial reward was a great idea?
No, we all didn't think that a financial reward was a good idea.
Thank you so much. It's been a brilliant conversation with the three of you, deducing our news stories this way.
This was
I think
fun.
this was more fun. Yeah, this was fun.
This is more fun than the other podcasts.
Listeners, did you enjoy this episode? If you did and you would like to support Team What's New Today in our endeavor to bring high quality episodes to kids and families around the world, you could leave your donations for Team What's New Today by clicking on the Support Our Show link in the show notes below. Adya, Smyan and Dhruv join me in our next episode too, which will be released on Monday, where they decipher yet another news story. And in the meanwhile, for this weekend, if you're looking for 1 or 2 episodes to listen to from What's New Today, here are 3 recommendations from each of my co-hosts.
I especially enjoyed the one in which you talk about the video game characters and the girl called Maddie who researched like a lot of games. And I completely agree with that co-host. Like, her parents allowed her to play 50 games.
That was your main takeaway?
No, that was a shocking thing, but I really liked the episode.
You really did. Okay, this was an episode about how characters in video games are primarily male, and it took one girl from the United States, Maddie, and it's a real life story, and how she championed for female characters in video games to also have a place of prominence.
I liked the one with the 8-year-old podcaster. It was about space and the ISS. I think his name was Keshav.
Yes, his name was Keshav.
And I really liked that part where Hubert talked about you could just play headball easily, and you can even just float.
Oh, I'm so glad that you enjoyed that episode. It's about the International Space Station. So, if any of you love space and if you'd like to know what kind of games you could possibly play sitting inside ISS, or what would happen if you kicked a ball off the surface of the moon. That's a wonderful episode for you all to listen to.
I like the Fat Bear Week. That I think was the best so far. I love how the story was told from the bear's perspective, not from a watcher's perspective.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. That's a beautiful episode. It's about an event that is held in Alaska every year where people can watch the bears before they go into hibernation. So this is a story from the perspective of a bear and what it does as
The
it
bear's name was
gets
Sammy.
ready.
The bear's name was Sammy.
Yeah, the bear's name was Sammy. I'm glad you like that. So if you'd like to listen to the episodes that our co-hosts have recommended, just scroll right down to the show notes and you'll find links to all of them there. Thank you once again, Dhruv, especially for having joined this recording without having had your dinner. So I'm feeling a little guilty. So why don't you run
All
off and catch some food?
That's alright. Yeah.
It's all right. Thank you so much. Thank you, Smyan. Thank you, Adya.
Thank you, Auntie.
Thanks.
Thanks for
Thanks
listening.
for listening.
Thank you. Bye-bye.